Hello everyone, I am Amit Kumar, SST teacher of Paramount Public School. Today I am going to teach class 10 economics topic, economics chapter 1 development part 2. In previous chapter we discussed about what is development and what are the criterias for development, and today we will discuss about national development. National development. As you know that every individual have different goal. So their notion of national development is also different. So their notion it means soch, dharna, because every individual have different attitude, different thinking about their own future, about their own goals. So they have own thoughts about national development also. So usually we take one or more characteristics of persons and compare them based on these characteristics. What are the characteristics that I am going to explain about you? That usually we take one or more characteristics of persons. That the person is very nice, his or her nature is very nice, he is a good guy. So these are the attributes of any person, of any characteristic that we have taken into consideration. Same we have for national development and same we have for person's own goals. So this is true of development too. So this is true that we have some of the characteristics for development. For comparing countries, their income is considered to be one of the most important attributes. For countries, when we compare countries, that which country is developed, which country is underdeveloped, or which country is developing, and for this the most important attribute, that is gun, that we have is income. That income that we have. So countries with higher income are more developed as compared to countries with less income. So countries having more income like America, Canada, England, China, these are the developed countries as compared to the countries with less income. Like we talk about India, that India is still a developing country. So however, here we talk about the total income, but this is the reality that total income is not such a useful measure. We cannot depend only on income, that income is the only criteria to tell that country is developed or not developed, because different countries have different populations. India is number 2 regard to population after China. India is the world's biggest democratic country. As we talk about Punjab's population is 3 crore. And if we talk about Canada is bigger than India, and Canada's population is near about 3 crore. So how can we compare Canada with India regard to the income? So we compare the average income. So it is also called per capita income, the per person income, average income. And regard to India, that India's average income or per capita income is very low regarding to other developed countries. So here I want to tell you that what is the criteria that World Bank has fixed, that how much average income the countries have are under developed countries or rich countries or poor countries. So countries with per capita income of US dollar 12,375 per annum and above are called rich countries. US dollars 12,375. This is the report of 2019. Countries having US dollar 12,375 per annum or above are called rich countries, and countries with per capita income of US dollars 1,025 or less are called low income countries. And here I want to tell you that India came not in rich countries, not in lower countries. India is lying under the middle of the middle countries. India having the countries income of US dollars 1025 are called low income countries, and regard to India with per capita income of US dollar 2171 comes in category of middle class countries. US dollar 2171 is India's per capita income or average income that we have. So countries having US dollar 12,375 are under rich countries. Less than $1,025 US dollars are called lower countries, and India in this regard came under middle class countries, 2,171 US dollars income. After that, income and other criterias. That what are the other criterias that we have regard to the national development, income and other criteria? Same we can classify in India with our states also. That India is having 28 states with 8 union territories. 8 union territories because Dadar and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu is combined new union territory. And here on page number 10, table 1.3 is given and showing the statistics of Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Haryana, Kerala and Bihar. Bihar is at the bottom of in this table regard to the lack of public facilities. Literacy level is very low there. Developmental projects are very less, and most probably that infant mortality rate is very high in Bihar. Infant mortality rate is very high in Bihar. So Bihar is very less in those things which are basic necessities for the criteria under development. And if we talk about here Punjab was number 1 for so many years up to 2010, even 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10 for 5 continuous years. But due to less of the developmental projects or industries, now Haryana is at the top from Punjab, because Haryana is having more industry as regard to Punjab. So Punjab has having less industry, but Haryana is at the top regard to the developmental projects in as compared to Punjab. So how national development and what is the role of national development in any country's condition or any state's condition? So what are the things that we have to keep in mind, that how one can be developed, why people of India not want to live here, why they are leaving India and going to foreign countries? This is the only reason that all these countries are developed, and so many years after of our independence we are still lying under the not fully developed countries, but developing country. So for now this is for today, and in next topic we will talk about public facilities and sustainability. So what type of public facilities we want, what we have, and what is sustainability. Thank you.